Hello, everyone. This is Barbara. I'm the president of Artists Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio. Welcome. We're here to do more watercolor painting. I hope that everybody has their canvas pad. It's like this. It looks just like canvas material that has the wood reinforced, but this is just canvas paper for watercolor. You can use this for this particular one for acrylic and oil also, but I bought this for the watercolor. So I hope that you have this, and I hope that you have non-toxic palette. And I hope you have several sides. Always best to use. And in addition, you need a good artist eraser. You need a good artist sponge, which is more porous than a regular sponge. And is not inconvenienced. I hope you're just tuning in. And I hope that everybody, had a wonderful, happy New Year. I know I did. And New Year's Eve and New Year's Day was wonderful. All right, so I want to begin. And first of all, you need to do a line drawing. I hope you have that ready. And a line say little porous, spot. Sometimes there's like little dots on the, apple, depending on what kind of apple you have, and a little mark. So, you don't have to do that. You don't have to paint. You can paint that in. You don't have to draw that in. In addition, please do not copy exactly as you see a prop, because that is stealing someone else's artist's work. You can use a printout, which that's a great idea. If you're not great at drawing, to do a computer printout and then paint over it. I would get a good quality paper, go to a stationery store and get a little thicker printout paper, one that's like a little more porous, like a canvas sort of, but it's not canvas, but it's a paper that's you can paint on that. You are accepted in jury, everything. It's totally legit. I didn't think so, but when I heard that, it's definitely, it was from one of the shows I entered in. They gave us the instructions. That's what it stated. All right, so and that was the Art Council, so I know definitely that is legitimate. Okay, now do little strokes, because the paper is not that big if you have that one that size. But at this point, you don't want to go into the other objects. In addition, you can even dot on. I just had a client in unexpectedly today, and one of my regular clients, but they just came here Thursday, so they wanted to come back on Monday, which is wonderful. So it was like twice a week. So at any rate, they had to do their lawn. The picture that they have is painting of, a lawn, part of a lawn, and then the rest is something else. It's Yankee Stadium football. But they had to dot on in certain spots, for the lawn. So you can't just, paint it all one thing, one color. That's not a lawn. You got to make all the little grass. So, they're just well, he was using a bigger brush, and he was just taking the paint off. He was doing it too hard. And, you can remove your paint if you do it too hard. You have to do gentle, that's why I say gentle strokes, especially on a smaller paper. You end up taking your paint off when it's wet. And that's why you have to use less water and always blot it off. All right, so let's begin. And I was doing the New York skyline, and I've got a lot of work to do on this. I never painted a large building before. To me, I never did this before, and it's a challenge. I'm not going to think negative thoughts. I'm going to think positive thoughts. The weather was sunny today in West Orange, New Jersey, but very cold. Oh my God, it is so cold out there. If you're going out, layer upon layer. Bundle up with scarves, with hats. I had my really thick scarf that my late aunt knitted for me. And thank God she knitted it for me. I need it now. And I was still freezing. I had, everything on. My big scarf, my hat, my liner to my raincoat. Oh my God. And I was freezing. Long socks I had on, long skirt, everything, and it is just terrible. So please bundle up if you have to go out. Prefer you don't go out because it is freezing weather. Definitely below what freezing is. It was go down. If it was 27 in the morning, it could be down to the teens tonight. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. My puppy wanted to go out. It's been a long day. Excuse me. It wasn't getting any warmer, even up to, I think, probably maybe 11 or 12, it started to get a little warmer, but it was 27 degrees the entire morning. Oh, gosh. 27 degrees almost the entire morning. Oh, I was so cold. And it's a good thing he made a little faster. Whereas last time, he didn't even want to make, he just wanted to come in. Awful weather. Things got to give. It's got to get better. It can't stay this way. Because this time, without a doubt, And the president said he's going to take action with it, so that's what he definitely stated. It's in writing. But I can't even believe that it could get down to that this time of year. Like in February, yeah, not now. Just recently turned winter, so it's getting this cold already. This is terrible. Excuse me. I have allergies and it's just acting up from this weather. If anybody wants to come for a lesson on our live reality show that's free, just call 973-736-1637. My puppy is sound asleep since we got up at 6 this morning. I am feeling like I'm falling asleep. It was so cold this morning. I had the heat all the way up, but still, it was so cold. And I had 3 quilts on my bed. And my puppy at my feet of my bed. And cold. I didn't even want to get up, but I had to for him. But he's a great joy and a great comfort. And he really is a hero, because if it wasn't for having him, I wouldn't walk outside as much as I do. And I mean, I take him out as much as 12 times a day. Now, there was a neighbor, I won't mention names, but the child was going out of the house. It's a very young child, 2 years old, and almost went into the street. Now, twice within 1 week. And I told the parents, I said, you have to put on a higher chain so that, you know, he's smart enough to open the door and the chain. So they need a higher chain, because my son, when he was that age, he stood up on a chair and he got my chain off. So I had to raise it. I had to put something up higher. Otherwise, I couldn't keep him in either. So it's a miracle that I was out there. I would have not been out this week. In time, I told them once, and I thought they were going to do something. Thing to put on, you have to. These children are so smart too, and he can open the door. He knows how to open the door and the chain. And my son did. And it's just a miracle that I was out there. I mean, like I said, I feel this puppy is by me having him, saving this child's life. I would have never been walking in the freezing cold. If it's freezing cold, I'm not out there walking. There's no way. But I don't like that. So it is a miracle. I'm just thankful to God that I was, that I had this puppy, and it's a real blessing from God, this puppy, for many reasons. Besides, like I said, for my own reason, I'm appreciating him. David? David? David, is that you? Yeah. Oh, got scared. I didn't expect you home. Good, thank God.
Thank.
Why, something? Everything all right?
Yeah. I have to put. I had an extra $80 charge I didn't know about, so I went 20 negative.
Oh boy! All right.
So I gotta do it before
I'm on air.
8 p.m.
I'm on air.
high air.
Don't be funny.
Let me see it.
Can you do it by
No.
just transfer it? No? Dave, you didn't shut my door and I'm taping. David, never mind. Excuse me. Come on, baby. You want to come on the air? Come on, baby. Want to come on the air? Come on. Sorry. Kids. Even in their early 20s, they're still giving you a little excitement. I love them very much, but oh, excitement. And he never talked like this till my father passed away. He's acting. I mean, I'm not making excuses for him, but I'll tell you, it's really different. What's the matter?
You know you can't see the painting. All you see is your face, right?
David, I'm painting here. Please don't interrupt my show. Unless you want to be on it. And then you could start. Like I said, he has never been like this. And I'm having a nice talk with him when he gets back. I won't do it in front of you. I just told him he shouldn't be acting this way, but I'm not going to get into a whole speech. He will get a whole speech. There's definitely much. I'm trying to get the on the screen. I don't know why, but it's actually yellow. Looks terrible on the screen if it's green, but it's yellow paint. I just want to make a mention for people, you know, whether it be Facebook or whatever, just realize that they need to be checked out. You need to do Google with their identity, and you know, things will pop up usually. So it's very rare if it doesn't. But please, you know, there's a lot of seniors that are doing that online dating, and it money to give. But the thing is, if I did, I you know, I realize that they're scamming, and that's it. I just want to make mention. And if it doesn't show up on the good image search, you can ask them to still do video talk on Facebook, and it is free. And then you know that they are the recently had somebody contact me that wanted to date me, and I told them I'm not going to meet with them until I get a Google image, and they sent something that did not actually go, shot something. And the thing is, I said I need to video talk with you before I date you. There's no way, in person I am not meeting with them. You don't know what could happen. I'm not looking for trouble. I didn't contact this person. This person contacted me. And it wasn't through a dating site. It was just through social media. So the thing is, I really like this person, but I don't know for sure they're who they say they are. And I don't want anybody to be harmed. And there's a lot going on. They're called catfish. And they're, just playing you for your money. They're not sincere. They're not who they say they are. Quite often. That's why I really never considered putting myself on any dating sites, but my son did. And, I'm very cautious. I'd have to know all that's checked out. Just am not going to attempt to date them unless I had all that checked out. And you have to do several layers because there's these pencil marks. I mean, you don't want pencil marks. And you really have to do several, at least, maybe more, depending on what you're doing. Building is going to take me more than several layers. It's probably going to take me a dozen layers. But you need to, truly have a lot of layers because doing this, there's a lot of pencil marks from architecture. So you really have to do about a dozen. And then you're going to go over with the colored pencil once it's all dry. Same color as close as possible. If it isn't exactly.
You want to come on, honey? You want to come on?
And just enjoy doing it. Don't worry about it, being perfect, making a mistake. You can always correct it by layering. hope everybody has a little better weather than we did. I mean, 27, and it's going to get down to the teens here. I just hope your area is better. I live on top of a steep mountain in West Orange. And like I said, I put the heat all the way up on the highest. So, you know, when you come for a lesson here, it's up. You know, not too high. I don't want you to roast, but I mean, I have it up. So, because when I stepped outside, oh my God, tonight with the dog, I said, oh my God, what a difference from inside. I was like so toasty and warm. And I go out. I couldn't even stand there. I said to the dog, go, you go out. I walked back to the door inside, and I said, you go back out. You go back out. He didn't want to go back out. He was so cold. I normally stand with him, but I couldn't. Not that freezing cold. And he's 8 months now, so I mean, I don't feel that you know, he's going to get harmed. He knows how to make all by himself. I'm on a long chain, and you know, he runs quite often by himself. What a day. And my client came unexpected, and some other things popped up. It's been a real, definitely reality show here. It should have been taped. Oh, gosh. I really want to get into it. But I don't want to bring anybody down for the new year. It just started. But it definitely was a day. No, we're doing remodeling, and some things came up, so but couldn't be more crazy in this house, I tell you. I mean, everything's okay with the house now, but you know, I'm just saying there was some excitement today. But nothing dangerous. There's nothing dangerous, but just messy. I have to, you know, clean up things. That's all from the work my son's doing on the house. First time. I can't get angry. All right. So now I've got, it's actually yellow, but I don't know. It's coming out green, except for a little piece of green on the bottom. I had this attached to the green I was redoing when I was painting my puppy's lawn back over that he licked off. And some green got onto this other side of the canvas, but that's okay. I'm making water there, so make it green blue. You won't even see it. And gonna put lights in the. I got the lights partly in the water already, so you can always cover up if there's a mistake. Like I said, you don't have to worry. But I hope that you're enjoying your painting and not worry about it being perfect. And if it was perfect, you might as well take photography. You want it perfect, take a photography class. Don't take an art class, and just make it perfect. Now I'm going to take some white and brown and make some beige on the buildings. And I hope you know how to mix colors. If you don't, we come here, again, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. Take a private lesson. You know, we can be on the air, or, you know, if you want to have some other people with you with this lesson, that's fine too. And you also can have a private lesson, not on the air, and it would be same number to call, 973-736-1637. On here with a lesson, and that would be free. No need to sign up for anything. And for Artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio, and that is free. And there's no need to sign up for anything. But you have to be 18 to be on Google Hangouts and YouTube. That's Google Hangouts and YouTube's rules. For the lesson, you could be any age. So just so you know. So if you have a child that's as young as 1 and they have motor skills, you can get a free lesson. So please call us 973-736-1637. All right, I'm going to try to make now the page. You don't have to have any prior experience for coming to our studio for art. You know, you can, like I said, be as young as 1. Experience just because you're an adult too, you know. I taught a teenager who was screaming at his mom, "Let's go home," after she paid for the lesson. It was a fundraiser we were doing. And we didn't even start. He just walked in the door. He says, "I don't want the art lesson." And he must have been yelling that in the car too. But she already paid, and I'm not going to refund the money. So I said to the young teenager, 13, if you could paint maybe a TV show on the air. And it was so funny. He painted her in a little mini skirt. And he had a ball doing it, you know, and he really enjoyed painting. He didn't think he would. He was complaining, like I said, screaming at issues, though we were all laughing. And then he changed it. I told him to, you know, change it and lengthen it because, you know, thunder thighs in a mini skirt. Oh my gosh. No. He fixed it. But he had a good time and he did a great job. So it's possible any age to learn. Even if you're averse to doing it. And same thing for poetry. I had a man say, the only one in the group didn't want to write a poem. So I didn't force him, but I kept, you know, suggesting things. I says, your favorite hobby, you know, what do you like? Maybe what to watch or whatever, you know, something he could write about. And he thought of airplanes. And, you know, he wrote the best poem out of the group. He said he wasn't going to do it. And then he wrote the best poem. It was superb. Everyone applauded. So I won't mention names, you know, who he was. I don't want to insult him. But this gentleman, he did a great job. And he was able to read it too. I taught how to read and how to write. And, you know, he did it in 1 hour. It's not hard to do it if you have a good instructor. You need a good patient instructor, one that doesn't give up. And I don't give up. I don't give up. I just have patience. You can make all the mistakes you want, and I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm not going to tell you that you have no talent. I'm going to keep encouraging you. Just, you know, if there's an ounce of talent, an ounce that you show me, I will appreciate it. I think it's horrible when teachers tell you that you stink and you just can't do it, and then you give up. That is the worst thing. It makes me so sad that you have instructors like that. They don't care. And this is in the public school system. Some of these art teachers, I don't know how they, got their degree and certification for teaching when they don't care whatsoever what they do with the kids. Now, this wasn't in the West Orange school system. This was, I heard stories from other schools. West Orange has been wonderful. I had wonderful teachers. I even had the head of the whole art department. Thank God that I had that teacher, Mr. Minnie. He was just exceptional. So much fun in his class too. I remember, and I said this story once before on the air. He once his feet were hurting him, so he takes off his shoes and he starts climbing up onto the big sink in the art room. And I'm going, what in the world? And he's cooling his feet off. He's put his feet in. I was like, hysterical. I'm trying to do my art and I'm watching this guy put his feet into the sink. We're trying to do our painting and we need to use the sink. I mean, come on. That's hysterical. And that was before he became the head of the art department. But Ruth Hurwitz, and having this teacher, Mr. Minnie, I just learned to love art and not to worry about it. We were laughing and having a great time, and I just always think about that and not worry. Like I said, you come here. I'm not a harsh teacher, and I try to teach it properly, everything, but I'm not a harsh teacher. And never copy a photograph. Like I was watching something on YouTube, and I was very upset that this teacher said, that's the worst thing to tell students. You're not supposed to. That's cheating. That's not original work. And if you try to be in a juried show, you would be not accepted. Oh, gosh. She was doing birds. And she says, oh, yeah, copy exactly as that. I see the photograph. And oh, my God. She's telling a million people out there this. Well, now she had a great, she was very from a photograph is not being an original artist. She had a wonderful studio, but no, you can't do that. You can't copy a photograph. Never. In fact, somebody asked me, they wanted to hire me to do a painting from a photograph, and I said, to me, we really don't want to do from a photograph. Never did it, and I don't know, just I would have to, pretty much she would want, I mean, this person passed away, that she would want to see her as she if I had known her and I could have, did it from memory, that's different, I could have taken that job, but I never saw this woman, and I truly did not want to. I did not want to, be doing from a photograph. I just felt that isn't, it's not art. It's not art if you're copying. So even for money, I'm not doing it. And that's it. You can't keep. Better you make mistakes than to be cheating, because it can't be in jury show. It's kind of sad, that you do all this work and then it wouldn't be accepted. You're asked that on the application. You're a professional artist, you have to do the things that are necessary. My son is a working architect, and he was hired right out of NJIT full-time as a junior architect. I'm very proud of him, and he does all his original work, and he could do freehand as well as on the computer. So he was only a few years old when she passed on, so he didn't have much time with her. And I'm sure she would have did a great job in teaching him. I'm sure of that. She would have been phenomenal. This, no question in my mind. My mother was amazing. She taught him a lot, even up to 4. He was painting from the time he was 1, which is quite an accomplishment. She knew she wasn't going to live long, so she had cancer, and so she started at 1 with him. Well, I hope that everyone is having, like I said, a good new year. But if there's anything wrong health-wise, emotionally, physically, I say a miraculous healing prayer for you. And that's to God Hashem, in Yeshua's name or Jesus' name. Amen. And God heals 100%. I only do the prayer. And I pray for everyone, if you know, whatever religion. And I hope there's peace everywhere in the world. There should be peace, good spirit, good health, good strength. I hope everybody has a good day or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And please keep referring people to us. We thank you for watching and referring people. We're getting more and more every day. Very cool. And if you visit our site, Parentalworldknowledge.com, you can get 2 miraculous healing prayers. And if anyone needs an energy scan, I do a healing prayer that focuses right onto what your problem is. And, I pinpoint it. And it could be couples counseling, whatever. It could be something in business, whatever it is, that you need help with. But, and you will gain definitely a clearer mind, stronger, and you'll have more energy, some more focus, more energy. And we all need that, whether we're a mom with kids or if we're in business, we all need to have that. So please call us at 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. We're here 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday. And please, have your kids do art because it increases your brain capacity, your thinking, and it has been tested. So all their projects, they have to do mostly art. I tell you, I never saw anything, history, science, math, whatever they're doing, English, you've got to do art projects. It is the craziest thing. They cut the art. So unless you're an exceptional child with art, you're not in the advanced art classes, which those aren't canceled. Usually they're still there, but the kids that aren't excelling in it, they get canceled. It's not good. Oh dear. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hello, Bar speaking. Who's calling, please? Don't have a carpet. Bye now. I just said I don't have a carpet, and the woman's still talking. She wanted me to have my carpet clean. I have just throw rugs. I don't have any carpets. I made it all hardwood floors. Good. My son just came home and I'm worried about him. He was up all night doing his architect work. His boss wanted extra work on the weekend. And he was busy the rest of the weekend, so I mean, he had no choice. Because he got his work done Monday, and he did. I was worried. Very worried. Especially, you know, he's driving. It makes me nervous that I told him to stay over if he needed to. You all right, Dave? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still shaping, David. Get out of here. Will you get out of this room? I hold my work up.
Is that like a brand new way of doing things?
Will you? Well,
What
get
style is
get
it
me a new. It's called get me a new camera, which you said you're going to get.
So what style do you call it? Really? So you're telling me you can't do this? You can't move it? You can't angle it?
It's still not showing it,
Yes, it is showing it if you angle it right.
David.
Look.
It's still not showing it.
Really? It's not showing it right now.
Now it's better. Well, why didn't you do that for me before?
Barbara, you can't. You saw what I just did? You can't do that?
I didn't know. I didn't want to break it.
How are you going to break it?
Well, David, I don't know. You bought this. I didn't know, and I didn't want to break it. Move it with my finger. You think he would have showed me? I was afraid to move it that hard. I didn't think it moved that much. He didn't give me the instructions. He just put the camera up and did not have any instructions for it. He threw out the instructions. Kids. Well, now you can see what I'm doing. But I always held my picture up. So, I mean, I was doing the best I could because I didn't have two cameras, I felt. I didn't know it does this. Oh, boy. Kids. What they put us through. You all right, Platinos? Very quiet. You must be still sleeping. Oh, my poor baby. He's exhausted. Well, this weather, it wears you out. My client came unexpectedly today, too. So he had a good play date with him. He's painting. He's he listens to him like he's his daddy. You know, he just appreciates that he's directing him. And he even looked like he looked up at him. He just was looking up as he was talking to him. He talks to him very intelligently. You know, he thinks that he's got a lot of intelligence, and he does. But that's how he's treating him. And a lot of people don't talk to dogs that way. But he does. He knows. He appreciates dogs. And my dog was just looking up at him. But I just adore this dog. And he was so good with him. He was such a good boy today. And we didn't even know he was coming, but, you know, last minute. That's okay, though. I don't mind. Always appreciate somebody coming, even if it's the last minute. Because it's a joy to teach someone, especially helping someone who has Parkinson's disease, this client. Nice man. I just wish he didn't have Parkinson's disease. I pray a miraculous healing prayer for him. Everything all right, David? David? Heard a crash. I hope he didn't hurt himself. He's half awake, probably. Oh boy, garbage day is tomorrow and he is tired. I'll be going to be putting out the garbage. And I can't really move the cans because my garbage man ran over my cans twice now. And the wheels don't work right on there to pull it over. They were supposed to replace it. They never did. He said they would replace it. I'm still waiting. Did not pay me for my cans. Well, hopefully I will, because I need, really, with having a puppy, I need more cans. So now I don't want to go out and buy. They're expensive, even on sale. Well, I thank you so much. I'm going to have to do more layering, of course. And like I said, it's not green. It looks green. It's actually yellow, the color. And I don't know why it's coming out that way, but it definitely is yellow. When I'm looking at it, it's yellow. It looks like green on the screen. Horrible. But it's, you know, all these are yellow lights. But then I'm going to have to paint in between all those layers. I've got to go and paint. So at any rate, I thank you so much for tuning in, and you have a wonderful night. And I want to just, you know, move the screen back. So now I know how to do this. I was afraid I'd break it. And, you know, he thinks, you know, that I, you know, wouldn't think. I would think, but I just don't want to break something. It looks very fragile. It's just like a little teeny plastic. And I'm not going to pull something and break it. Now it's not in focus. I hope that you can see me. Well, at any rate, but I thank you so much, and you have a wonderful night or day. Bye now.